Well, hello. It's me, NonZeroDay. Apparently, I'm doing a new video. Super excited about it. Also, hi, welcome to the channel. There's a lot of things to talk about, man. I don't even know where to start. Basically, this video is about what NonZeroDay is, the concept. It's not very popular. If I Google right now, NonZeroDay, one word, it's gonna give me 84,200 results on Google. So it's not very popular. If we write NonZeroDay with spaces, then we're gonna get 1.5 billion results. But that's because it's not just about NonZeroDay, it's about days, none, and zero. For example, eliminate 0 days to get closer, to your goal. Or how to increase productivity. But yeah, and it's not 0 days officially. But I'm NonZeroDay. Whatever. It's not important. What's important right now is for you to understand that NonZeroDay is not such a big deal. It's setting a goal and doing something, doesn't matter how small, about it every day. That's the main idea. But why it's so important for me is a different story. We have to give you another mental picture. So listen, I don't know you. I mean, if you're one of my friends, yeah, I know you. But if you're a random guy watching, I don't know you. And I can assume a lot of things about you just because you're on the internet watching this video, I can assume, I don't know, what kind of guy you are. Because not everyone's watching this kind of videos on YouTube, I'm gonna die. Okay. So because I don't know you, I don't know how smart you are or how smart you think you are. But I can tell you one thing for sure. Well, I finished a computer science and mathematics university, and I had smart colleagues, most of them, and smart teachers, most of them, and I've seen smart people, and I don't consider myself smart. I consider myself intelligent. Have you heard about emotional intelligence, for example? It's another type of smartness. According to, science, emotional intelligence is your ability to understand, use, and manage your own emotions in a positive way, to relieve stress, to communicate effectively, empathize with others, and overcome challenges and diffuse conflict. Use it in a positive way. Don't let your emotion control you. Understand them and control your emotions. That's what they're trying to say. And emotional intelligence is like, I don't know, I can feel it a little being inspired from maybe Buddhism, in the sense that in Buddhism they teach you that you have a dancing crazy wild monkey in your mind and you have to chill it out. I want a burger. That's your monkey brain telling you what to do. And usually, it depends on your ability to negotiate with this monkey. You're able to say, no, not now, leave me alone, I got work to do. And your monkey is gonna put a long face and go away. Usually. Depends. I'm giving food as an example, but it could be another person, a TV show, alcohol, hard drugs, and it's a monkey telling you what to do, man. And you can be in charge of it. You could tell this monkey, shut up, I'm in charge now. And you could be aggressive and yell at this monkey in your mind. So yeah, this is emotional intelligence in my mind. But I'm not really talking about emotional intelligence. I'm just trying to open your mind if you don't know about these things already. Sorry if you already know. And from emotional intelligence, we can go a little further and figure out the difference between empathy, sympathy, and compassion. Do you know the difference? Please share it in chat, in comments. They are very close related, these things, you know. They're very similar. But basically, by sympathy, you know what someone who you're seeing and interacting with is feeling, especially in the cases in what you call them, man, in special cases, you know, when there's high emotion in the air. So that's sympathy, being able to understand what someone who just crashed his car into a pool it's feeling, you know. Empathy is a little different. You actually feel what someone is feeling. So someone's walking down the street and the dog bites them. You feel that pain. You feel that sadness. You feel, I don't know. You feel, you know. So you sense he's in pain. You feel he's in pain. Or love, or it can be positive too, these things, you know. It's not necessarily negative emotion. And compassion, well, compassion is a different thing. It involves, you know, the other ones, sympathy and empathy, but you also feel a strong need to help. So I don't know if you're compassionate or empathic, but I am strongly. And I'm suffering because of it sometimes, because I help people that I shouldn't help. And I started helping so many people with little things, you know, just a good word or something, make your day a little better. And there's so many, that's why I'm making these videos. And NonZeroDay has been very special for me because it helped me when I needed it the most, man. So yeah, we talked about being smart and emotional intelligence and stuff like this. And I just want to tell you, I don't know how smart you are, but if you're comparing yourself with stupid people, well, then you're not very smart, are you? Stop comparing yourself with others. Just keep learning. You know, if you have the curiosity in you, that's the key, man. You need to be curious. If you're not curious, you need to do some healing first. It might be because you're a little depressed, or, you know, you've been through a traumatic event and you just don't see the point of living. The world sucks. Yeah, I've been there, man. Let me tell you about that time of my life when I got hit in the face by pure chaos, and I was floored for 1 year. I couldn't get up. It's metaphorical, of course, but I lost my high-paying job. My career didn't make sense for me anymore, being a web developer. That's because I've been for like 20 years in the field. Back in the 1990s, you know, you barely had HTML, CSS was turning the corner. JavaScript and then PHP, MySQL. Programming language is so complex and it's getting more and more branches every day, and you don't know which one is gonna be the next best trend or what people are gonna look to hire, you know. And on top of that, we have more and more people who are aware that you can make money in the IT world. So more and more programmers, just because you know how to use a script or you understand a thing or two, or you can Google things, doesn't make you a web developer. Or let's not talk about Wix or WordPress or you know, these platforms that allow you to create a website in half an hour. Just give me a logo and I'm gonna take care of it. So I don't know, man. It's complicated, you know. And I can also see, so the market is growing and growing and growing. And on top of it, I can see the smart guys, the really smart guys. Those guys are paid. So the big companies, you know, don't have to pay you any longer to do their job. They're replacing you with artificial intelligence, the easy task in IT. So good luck. It's only gonna get easier and easier. if you're a company and you want to exploit people for little money or no money. So yeah, I got out of the IT world. Well, the high wave of the IT world. In the IT world, you have waves. You go up and down, up and down. Well, in the life in general, you have waves. You feel happy, you feel sad. You're successful, now you're not. Yeah, but they're waves, and if you're aware of them, you can ride them and enjoy it. We're gonna talk about waves in the future. But yeah, so don't compare yourself with stupid people, please. If someone's stupid, go look for someone smart and learn something useful. And I don't know what's normal anymore, man. I used to believe there are normal people out there, and maybe I was crazy. I know I'm crazy, but I also learned in the meantime that everyone's crazy. There's not one normal guy out there, man. I mean, if you poke around and you get to know them a little better, yeah, they're crazy. You think about your friends and your, people and tell me a normal dude out there or do that. So what should I tell you, man? I don't know. But yeah, if you're looking to change your life a little bit, open your mind, you've come to the right place. So I want to talk about that year when I was floored now. I lost job, career, savings, and my girlfriend, who, we've been together for a long time, and when things got rough, she got out. And I don't blame her or anything, but yeah, would have been nice to have someone to support you like I supported her for so many years, But don't worry about it. I just lost. Well, I have to go back even further. The year was 1999. That's the year when I experienced my first solar eclipse. Well, my first. It's incredibly rare, from what I heard, to see a solar eclipse during your lifetime. So I'm lucky in that way. Yes, woohoo. I think I was 15. I was in high school. I don't remember exactly dates and numbers, and I think it was in August 21. I don't know, 8. I don't know. It was a long time ago. But what I remember about that year, well, it was a special year because I was still a teenager, and that year I transitioned really fast to, well, adulthood, maybe. The year started with me realizing my parents will get divorced soon, and it took a while living in that environment, with all the shouting and no smiles. And well, also that year my grandfather died. My grandfather was the person I got along the best, with. I mean, definitely better than my parents and friends and everything. He had imagination, man, just like me. I think it's in my genes. And he had the life experiences, he worked in the army, and he's seen things, and he was still happy. And I could feel that because I had empathy, But anyway, I lost him, and unfortunately I lost him to alcohol. But on top of that, during that eclipse, I was on a little hill near my hometown with some friends, with some strangers, and I don't know if you've ever felt an eclipse, but a solar eclipse. When it's happening, it's taking like 5-10 minutes to get to the point where the moon is exactly covering the sun, and then everything gets dark and you can see the corona, like the moon is on fire. Whoa. Imagine, I don't know, 20,000 years ago seeing this. You think the world is dying. Anyway, when that happened, well, everyone was excited already. Ooh, wow, you could hear the sounds. Everything got really cold really fast because there's no more sunshine to heat everything up like during the night, And because of these massive changes in temperature, you also got winds. Wind is caused by a difference between hot and cold air, and that's exactly what we had here. And everyone, woo, woo, and you could feel the goosebumps, man, because you had short sleeves. It was summer, August, and yeah, that cold wind, goosebumps. Also, the excitement of seeing the eclipse, goosebumps. Also, everyone else, you could feel it in the air. It was a special state of mind, seeing everyone in awe. It's called, I think. So yeah, this eclipse was special for me, man. I felt the goosebumps. My grandfather died, divorce coming up, and after this eclipse in the same year, I think, or the next maybe, I took the decision. I could see my dream. I could see my life. It was all planned up. It was based on mass media, social pressure, family, culture. Everything was working together to help me gain a goal in my life. And my goal was to find someone who loves me, at least half of what I'm able to, have a nice car, a nice house, hopefully a amazing job. I knew the job was amazing. Well, in my dream anyway, because I hated working to survive so much. And by working to survive, I mean, pay the bills, get food. That's all you need, right? More or less. And the basics, which should be covered for everyone. But yeah, it was casting. Oh shit. Gotta do some things, man. Don't worry about it. I'm here with you. It's just that it's 6 a.m. and an alarm is gonna start soon on my PC and on my phone. And I gotta go to work soon. But hey, if you wanna do something, there's always time. I might re-record the video. Okay, I'm stopping the alarm on my phone at least. On my PC, hopefully I'm gonna be fast enough, so it's not gonna. Oh, you're not even gonna hear it. Don't worry about it, because I have muted my desktop. I don't want you to have any notifications. So as I was saying, I was in the eclipse zone. I was talking about my dreams. So my job was working from home, getting well paid, doing the hard things that not a lot of people can do. Like a hacker, but a good hacker. And I got that, man. It took me, let's see, 15, around 10 years, maybe 7, 8, to start doing something in that field. And what was it? I don't know, man. It's so hard to explain. The main thing is that since I was a kid, I loved PCs and programming and stuff like that, and I was never a pro. I still don't consider myself a pro. But I don't want to talk about my career, but if you work in IT, I was working remotely in US, Nevada, on a server rack, and buying all the servers, configuring them on the network, everything. And I set a load balancer in front of 2 servers with Magento on them, and another big server with a database behind, and one more extra server. It was a separate server for developing and testing and backups and all that stuff, So I knew a thing or two about IT. I gave up when I lost my high-paying job, mostly because I couldn't get back in. With all my skills, the market was so full. I think for almost a year, I looked weekly, not daily, but weekly. I was looking for new opportunities, And if you think I'm, I don't know, weak or something, let me explain what was going on when I was trying to get back in the market. I was looking for a few months, straight, almost daily, for jobs, and because of that, I could see the clients, the offerings, the trend, the everything. And I saw a nice job, for example, one day. It was very well paid, but it was also a big project, and it had some issues that I couldn't solve. I didn't know how. I had to Google. I had to do my research, and learn, understand, and things like that. And I don't know. I didn't take it, of course, because I couldn't handle that amount of work. But someone else took it, and I'm like, good for you, buddy. The only problem is that project came back from the same user, but this time with all the easy stuff done out of the way. His text was something like, I need someone to help me with this little thing. The website is almost done. I'm gonna pay you this much. And it's usually like 20-30% of the value of the project that was before. So someone took the project, did all the easy part, took all the big money, and let this guy thinking he has only a little bit of the website left. And I'm like, oh my god, what kind of people do this, man? Anyway, that's only one example. There are many, many things that are wrong with the IT world right now. And if you work in it and you have some experience, you can definitely think of a few things that are wrong with the IT world. But yeah, having artificial intelligence coming and replacing you, well, I think that's the biggest issue of them all. And you're thinking, oh, artificial intelligence is not creative, it's not like a human being. Dude, look around, man. Look around. In 2 years, we're in 2021, in 2 years, we're gonna have a service where you go on a website, or maybe even on your phone directly, you're talking with your assistant, virtual assistant. I don't want to name it to take sides. But yeah, you have a virtual assistant on your phone. You're like, hey, yo, what's up? I want a website. Oh, sure. What would you like to create? I don't know. And you're like, you can have a blogging website, a shopping website, a presentation, I don't know, man. Videos, whatever. So you can talk with this virtual intelligence, your assistant, and you're gonna create a website, man. It might not be like the best of the best, but it has the potential of being better, much, much better, because this thing is learning constantly, it's changing, it's artificial, and it's an intelligence. The only reason I see for this thing not to evolve is because it hasn't been programmed for that yet. But eventually it's gonna get better and better and better and better, and you cannot compete. You have to be really, really, really good to compete with that. But what about those other guys that cannot compete with that? As a freelancer, what sucks? Looking for clients, man. You can look for 100 clients and never find one that you like, never find one that will hire you, and you're not getting paid for talking with 100 clients or just reading 100 jobs, task, whatever. So yeah, that's the IT world. So I lost my job, my career, my savings, my girlfriend. I was floored, man. What was the point of life anymore? I was deeply disappointed in my career. I was disappointed in my girlfriend who took off. I was a little sad I lost my savings. And 1 year, I just didn't know what to do. Should I love again? Should I work again? And what I did, well, first of all, I was checking out a lot of motivational topics, self-motivation on the internet, YouTube, Reddit, random things on Google. And it's funny, no one tells you, but when you're in this state, your friends at first, your true friends, they try to get you out of the house, They don't understand you don't have any money or any mood to get out. You don't know what you want to do. Just getting out is like 10 steps forward from where you are from, where you're coming from, It's way ahead. You're not there yet. They don't understand this because they're not in your place. They're not in your shoes. They don't have emotional intelligence. If I'm coming next to someone who's in the state I've been through, Well, I know how to handle it. And that's what I'm trying to tell you right now, man. NonZeroDay is the way. It saves me. NonZeroDay was a thing that I read on the internet that didn't make any sense at first. Let's see if I can find it. I should be able to find it because I have it saved in many places. But basically, if you type Reddit and NonZeroDay, you cannot not find it. They have a subreddit now, but I'm talking about the original post. Okay, and I'm just gonna read you the main concept about it. So this is a very amazing post on Reddit. So this guy is called Ryan. He's from Canada, so you know he's a nice guy. He moved to a new city. He went through some shit in his life, but he's telling you how to get better. And he says, "Rulo numero uno." He's fun sometimes. There are no more 0 days. What are 0 days? A 0 day is when you don't do a single F thing towards whatever dream or goal or whatever you want that you got going on. So no more zeros. I'm not saying you're gonna bust an essay out every day. That's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is that you have to make yourself promise yourself that the new system you live in is a non-zero system. Didn't do anything all day and it's 11:58 p.m. Write one sentence, do one push-up, read one page, whatever you want, you know. Just one little thingy, man. If you're cleaning, this is a side bar. If you're cleaning your room, just pick up a socks, man. Just pick up something and throw it out, or a tissue or whatever, you know. So that's the idea. And he continues to say, because one, why one? Because one is non-zero. You feel me? When you're in a super vortex of being bummed, your pattern of behavior is keeping you in that vortex. That's what you are used to, right? It's a habit. So turning into productivity ultimate master of the universe doesn't happen from the vortex. You have to get out from it. It happens from a massive string of consistent non-zeros. And this is the important part, man. That's rule number 1. Do not forget. And he has a second rule. I'm going to talk about it too. But I want to insist on the non-zero, man. I was reading at least one post like this every week. Because posts like this, what do I mean? Something that you could do in your life to help you deal with depression. Motivational, get motivated, you know. I was working out. I was making crappy YouTube videos so I can have 100 euros a month to pay some bills and get some food. That was my life for 1 year, more or less. I still had some friends who helped me, but those friends, well, from hundreds of friends, you know, I got like 2. And they're not here. But we can talk over the internet, so we're good. Listen, NonZeroDay is important. It's very important. If not for you, not now, maybe for a friend of yours. You don't even have the emotional knowledge to feel he's in pain or she's in pain. So give them a heads up about NonZeroDay. What I did, I was like, nah, this is not gonna work, man. I already tried 10 more things already, you know. So still, I was like, I could clean my room, you know. It was a mess. I didn't see any point in cleaning it up, you know. What's the point? Waste of time. But yeah, I started applying NonZeroDay and cleaning my room, and little by little by little, in like 3 weeks, I felt finally, I don't know, the motivation to clean like an entire corner of the room. I could see my progress. I could see in the future. I could see where I was. It gave me a little hope, a little goal in my life. And I think that's important for a lot of people. They don't have that. They don't have goals because they're depressed about life. They don't see the point of living. And hopefully in the future I can help you find a goal. It's hard to find a goal, I know. I've been there a few times already, and I see other people struggling with this thingy. It's so hard to find a goal, something to make you happy, something to strive for. So you could go to the moon, for example, with NonZeroDay. What do I mean? If it's the most important thing ever for you, you can achieve it. It doesn't matter what it is. With NonZeroDay. And what you have to do is spend time every day. That's NonZeroDay. It's still part of the process, Spend time trying to figure out what your goal is. Okay? And after you find your goal, it doesn't matter how crazy it is. Live forever, you say, yeah. Read books, watch podcasts, do your research. And you have to do it daily. Even if you're going over your notes for 5 minutes, it's a step towards your goal. So that's NonZeroDay. If you have a goal, use NonZeroDay. If you don't have a goal, well, keep watching and hopefully you'll find a goal. You need a goal, man. Even if it's just having a family, it doesn't matter what it is. Make your family better every day, I don't care. Go to the moon, I don't know. Read a book. You could read one sentence when you're not in the mood. It's 11:58. Oh man, pick up the book, read one sentence, and do a check mark somewhere. Hey, check. It's important to have keep score somewhere, to know how many days you're missing and stuff like that. But that's just me. I like to be a little organized sometimes. And the second rule from this Canadian guy called Ryan is be grateful to the 3 U's. What? 3 me's? That sounds like mumbo jumbo bullshit. Newsflash, there are 3 U's. There's the past you, the present you, and the future you. If you want to love someone and have someone love you back, you gotta learn to love yourself. Yeah, this is absolutely 100% sure, man. If you don't love yourself, you cannot be loved, unfortunately. I mean, you can be loved, but it's a feedback loop. When you love someone, like I love you, and you love me back, I feel that amplified back. And it goes with happiness, joy, and love. They're all in together. If I make someone happy, he's gonna be happy. We just talked about empathy, right? I feel these things. I am compassionate. So listen, the 3 U's. You gotta love back, man. You gotta love yourself. So be grateful to the past you for the positive things you've done, right? Because maybe you're thinking, I haven't done anything positive. Dude, it could be a little thing, man. I don't know. Keep a door open for someone, or give half of your sandwich to someone. Or I know it's hard, but but still, maybe give a little money. I don't know, man. Help someone carry something. But be grateful to your past self for whatever you did for you to be where you are. And if it's something traumatic, I've been through something traumatic, and it helped me become the happiest I've ever been. I have nothing, man. I'm a minimalist, so I'm happy. I don't care. So be grateful. Whatever you did in the past, be grateful, man. It is you. Okay? Say thank you, younger me, Okay, let's see. He's giving an example. Was yesterday a NonZeroDay because you wrote 200 words? Hey, that's all you could muster. Thank you, younger me, saved up some coin over time to buy that sweet thing you wanted. Thank you. Second part of the 3 me's is you gotta go to your future self. You gotta do your future self a favor, just like you would your best friend. No best friend? You do now. Yeah, your future you is your new best friend, apparently. So yeah, if you're tired as hell, he's giving an example. If you're tired as hell and can't get off Reddit, where we're reading now, or video games, or interwebs, or whatever, so say F you to your present self and say this one's for future me. I'm gonna rock out, I don't know, man, some workout or something. And I'm doing this one for future me. Alarm clock goes off and bed is too comfy. Well, F your present self and get out of the bed, you know. So, yeah, do something for the future you. And be grateful for the past you. Yeah, that's it. And probably be grateful in the present as well. And there are a few more rules, man. I'm gonna post the link in the description, so you can read this. It's 7 years old, man, and it's not gaining a lot of attention, and I don't know why, cause it it helped me tremendously. So that's it on Zero Day, man. Now you know a little bit about my drama. I wasn't depressed, man. I don't know. It didn't felt like depression at the time, but it was. I wasn't suicidal, you know, but it was horrible. Anyway, don't forget to like and share, and see you next time. Bye.